What's up, guys? It's Jolas, and this is J Class. The mic is yours, and I have two special guests with me today. I have my cousin Janmarlo and our other honorary cousin Carlos.
What's good?
Yes, I am here. Welcome.
Been waiting really long for this podcast. I was actually on the wait list for 6 months.
Damn.
So good thing he bumped me up.
I had to
originally Michael B. Jordan was supposed to be here, but
I just scooch them in.
Yeah.
So one thing I want to start off by asking is, what have you two been up to?
So what I've been up to is I've been just focusing on myself, very basic things, in a celibate journey, unwillingly. What else? I mean, I don't know. I don't know where we left off. I don't know who's watching this, to be honest. But if it's friends, I mean, everybody knows what's going on. I'm an open book. I've been off of IG. That's basically it. I got nothing interesting going on, to be honest.
That's crazy. So I kind of want to dissect this. Like, what did you?
Indeed.
This celibate journey. How is that going for you?
And when did it start?
When did it start? That's a really, really good question. It started when I didn't want it to. I just lost I lost all my contacts on my phone, so that was one L. So I couldn't hit anybody up. What the fuck am I talking, bro? I just been off. I don't know what to tell you. I just haven't talked to anybody. I don't bother to talk to anybody. And that's it, And nobody's ever approached me.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I got nothing to elaborate. I got nothing interesting to say, if I'm being honest. Nothing like to add on. It's just I don't talk to anybody. Nobody talks to me.
So kind of like keep to yourself type.
Yeah, I just keep to myself. Not mysteriously, but
How does that affect you day to day?
the frustration definitely builds up. So I have to shoot it out.
Like Spider-Man?
Like
Like Tobey Maguire type?
Like Peter Parker. Man.
Peter Parker.
Come on, fighting crimes and shit. So, that's it. That's basically it. I've been celibate. I don't know what else to tell you.
Nice.
Yes.
How about you, Jan? What you been up to?
The usual answer everyone says, just working. Working to travel. I was in Chicago, in
Chirac.
Pretty good. Fun fact, if it's over 30 degrees there, they're happy. Other than that, it's always under 30 degrees or in the negatives for some reason, which is crazy. Making music, that stuff. I'm sure there's a lot, but trying to make moves this year.
Making music. So I know you guys are into that scene. Can you give the audience like a sample of your music?
Oh, definitely. Like,
and also
my cousin actually inspired me to make music.
Oh.
Yeah.
Which one?
I think his name's like J Class or something.
Oh man, hey, that's me, guys. That's
J
me.
Class is back in town.
I don't want to top off that lyrics right now, but
You don't want to talk. Okay. Let me show you guys like a small clip it. My Spotify name is Jolt. This is Bleak Winter. We have
J-O-L-T. That's not my name. I don't know what that is.
You got Bleak Winter.
Bleak
Bleak Winter. Because he's celibate.
Was Bleak Summer taken?
Anyways, I'm gonna show some of our song, and then Carlos could actually elaborate on one of the lyrics. That's me. This is Carlos. Damn. What you mean by that?
So basically, let me dissect that lyric.
It goes deeper, actually.
It goes
it's
a lot
quite
deeper.
beautiful.
Which lyric part? Which lyric?
The I got no money. Play it one more time.
Yeah, I got you.
You hear the way my vocal cords kind of like, say the words. It kind of tells a story. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Mm.
So like the way I say, I got no money.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying?
Damn,
Like,
man, that's the song.
Man, it's getting hot in here, man.
A side note, on this song, he used zero auto tune. That's just
all
straight
natural.
up him.
That's
Yeah.
correct. I don't use no auto tune, no nothing like that.
When we made the song, no auto tune, recorded on the phone.
That's true. AirPods, $20 earphones.
The microphone. Don't sleep on those.
The earphones, the wired earphones. But yeah, I got no money. I got no money like that.
But that's because he be donating it.
Exactly. Like, he's such a good guy.
Exactly.
So-
I actually just donated my clothes.
He donated
He
his
just
clothes.
donated his clothes today.
Shout
actually.
out Second Street, or maybe
Second
not. I don't
Street.
know this.
Tell me.
I went
Wait, sorry. Tell me. So you did donate clothes to Second Street today, right? As we know.
Yes.
Tell me how that experience was for you. That was your first time?
That was definitely my first time.
All right, let's talk about it.
Probably my last time.
Okay.
Damn.
So how did it start?
So, I'm about to be partnering with Goodwill now. Second Street, that was just a straight up embarrassment, if I'm being honest. He was there as well, so he can elaborate on some little stories that happened today.
Here, in this podcast, I'll insert a video of us bringing his clothes to Second Street. And for you guys that are not from here, which might be only a few, he had to walk through the mall with a garbage bag in a mall full of people. I'll send this video to J-Class.
A lot of beautiful women there.
Mhm.
You know, I'm single and I'm always looking.
And that's the thing, like, we mentioned that he was celibate. This only heightened that.
Yeah, definitely. As you know, the younger people say nowadays, I lost a lot of aura, negative aura.
He's unk.
I'm unk.
Like,
You know.
in the comments, leave how old you think Carlos is.
So, as you can see, I'm carrying the trash bag of goodies like I'm Santa. So, just walking through this huge mall is very popular. You know, it's what time is it? Like 3:30. All the kids are out, all the high schoolers, the college students. There's a college right next to it. Man, so you know, I felt truly embarrassed. I started getting like really red. Like
He kept saying is it hot in here?
yeah, I was shivering.
But it wasn't you?
We're in
It
Daly
was
City.
definitely not me. It was just
It was damn near
fucking
45 degrees.
That's what I'm saying. Cold as hell. And so, and it was a heavy. Trust me, I like a lot of heavy duty. So, you know, I basically just ran through the whole mall because we parked. For some reason, this guy parked on the other side of where I needed to go. Right.
Wasn't planned.
So after that, I had a lot of like, even like security was just staring at me. It was embarrassing. But anyways,
They cracked a little smile too.
they did.
They did one of they get a load of this guy. They did one of those.
Sadly, but I did make it. You know, I put the bag down. Boom, it shook the whole world. And then the guy tried to be funny. He was like, "Oh, are you buying today?"
With a bag full of clothes.
With a bag full of clothes. Like, he's trying to be funny. I don't understand that. Like, automatically, you know, since I'm a very entitled, rich, spoiled brat, you know, I have to get him attitude. Rich, you know, obviously it comes with it. So I gave him attitude.
So he was actually like just joking with you as if you're actually buying, but he didn't mean it. Is that what you're saying? Like, are you...
Okay, you gotta fast forward through the story, Carlos.
Okay,
So
okay.
he said
so
something
no, I
close.
can't. No, he actually did say, "Oh, sorry, you're buying it." He's trying to be funny, but I wasn't really buying it. No pun intended.
The reason he's there is because he needs to sell these clothes.
And
Second Street offers
yes,
that.
I needed the money, as you can see
From the song.
from the song. You know, I said I have no money. And then so they took my big ass bag, and so we're just roaming around the store, and and so we hear oh, what the fuck?
What did they find in that bag? I can't imagine what they found in that bag. Was it not your clothes?
No, it was most definitely my clothes. The items that were inside my clothes, I made a mistake. So I was packing. It wasn't. I didn't have just one trash bag. I had like a 3 in my car.
You brought his laundry bag.
All random.
It's all random. So no, not laundry bag.
This is a black trash bag.
So it was a black trash bag. They're all. So I picked it, and then come to realize, I mixed it with a used socks, and when I mean used socks, I've been celibate, right?
Oh my goodness. Oh.
Those poor children.
I did not know
So there's a couple pairs used, and and I was throwing away underwear that I didn't need anymore. So you can imagine how bad the underwear was if I was throwing it away. But anyways, fast forward, they somehow still did it. And I got $34 from
Yeah, he had one
$34.
Supreme shirt. Luckily,
I had one Supreme
Just
shirt.
that Supreme
I had
shirt
one
was
Supreme shirt.
probably like $50 right
yeah,
there.
literally. That,
And then that was worth the 25, and then the rest was just random shit.
and the biohazard risks that those employees had to go through.
Damn.
Damn, it's hard.
It's hard life, bro. I mean, just straight to the point, bro. This guy, he is a true artist that means his word. So he actually lives by his lyrics.
Exactly. So
he has
this
no
is
money.
another reminder. Go stream "Super Lucky" by Jolt and Bleak Winter.
So the things I do when I have no money, Just saying, we speak lyrics
Right.
into existence.
You gotta
we-
hustle.
Yeah, exactly. We say what we mean. So if we say we jumped off of 50 feet,
If I'm getting shot, he getting shot too, and him.
And his socks.
And his shot.
and my socks, yeah, my socks for sure. All right.
Carlos, as someone that is not Filipino but spends a lot of time with us, how do you feel when it's the end of a party and I'm like, all right, we're gonna go now, and it extends an extra hour
Well, to be
or more?
Yeah. Well, to be frank, I'm not too fond of it. I mean, I'm Mexican, so whoever's watching, if you're a beaner like me,
You're nodding your head.
What is it?
The Filipino goodbye. That's
Oh.
what I like to call it.
No, yeah, if you're Hispanic, you would know they do the same thing. They stay for long periods of hours just talking nonsense after they say they're leaving. That's just so annoying. But I do like it because I could take food home. A little Tupperware. They're always making me eat. I do love the hospitality. I do love the love in the air. I do love the titas and titos. Yeah, I had an old flame. She was a Filipino. Man, that was a very loving relationship. Definitely in the parties, whenever I would go with her, it was a pain in the ass taking pictures. Because it'd be like taking like 500, like the same pose.
That's the routine.
Yeah. But more pros than cons. Barely any cons. Love Filipino. I'm like 5%. Might marry a Filipino in the later years. Guy, girl, don't matter at this point. So yeah, that's my thoughts on that.
Hey class, you're gonna start this one. What is the craziest experience you had in public transportation?
Public transportation. I mean, I feel like every time I take public transportation, it's very rare that I do find that, but when I do, I just see a lot of homeless people and it just smells like urine. I definitely don't like to take public transportation. If I can avoid it, I would. But my craziest experience is when I feel like I was 19 and I was actually going to U in the East Bay. And this guy just means mugs me, bro. Like this Hispanic dude, like a bit shorter than me, pants sagged down low. And he's staring at me like he's about to stab me or something.
Damn.
I was like, what the hell? Like, I don't know. And then I'm just here staring at him back and be like, what's up, amigo? But nothing happened there. I guess another thing that I remember, something memorable. I wouldn't say crazy, but I was like passing Oakland, and there were these guys like they look like they're about to cause trouble, but then they just start dancing. They start break dancing on me, and I was like, okay, I like this. But I feel like those are my most memorable times in the public transportation. Other than that,
that's a staple.
Yeah,
taking BART.
I feel like if you're from the Bay Area, you're gonna encounter like people getting arrested in public transportation.
It's part of it.
Yeah,
you can't complain.
It happens at least once a day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what do you got going on? Are you getting ready for your?
He got his rent money ready.
Oh
No, I'm just making sure the viewers know that I wasn't making my story up.
Yeah. You see, that's the $35. Just to recap.
It's 34.
Oh, 34.
34 from
34 and a dime. They're trying to say something there.
Retail store.
What's the next question?
Some of these, you're gonna have to.
Fine, bro. God, man. I gotta think. I gotta.
Here, okay.
I gotta.
You guys are
No. It's good. I gotta carry this. You know, I gotta pretend. I gotta.
giving me topics.
I gotta pretend like this is like 21 questions back in the day when I, was talking with a girl. So, what color are your nipples? I'm just kidding. Obviously,
purple.
They're brown. Purple's crazy for you. Now I would ask, what do you? Let's keep it simple. What would you expect yourself be doing 5 years from now? Very simple, very easy question.
I think you should start that off.
5 years from now, when you're 30, when you hit 30.
To...
That's right. We're all pushing 30.
He's already past 30. Hey, that's if you go back to my other thing, J class, I asked them to guess his age, so that's one hint.
He's not actually.
But we went to high school together, so just
we went to high school together, but
he's past 30.
There's possibilities of me being 20 when I'm in high school.
All right, so in 5 years, it's easy. Jay got real estate here. Gotta find my own place or house specifically. Gotta pay that mortgage. I'm already saving. Been saving. I was gonna say something.
You can say whatever you want, bro. This is a safe zone.
So what I was about to say
he wants to say 5 years from now he's gonna be fucking bitches, getting money, have a pimped out house.
I'm gonna stay in the Bay.
He's gonna stay in the Bay. Only Latina, strictly.
Oh my god. No racial.
Interracial.
I'm just kidding.
No racial.
I don't know. This guy's
basically it.
What about you, JC?
I feel like for me, 5 years. Damn.
5 more kids.
5 more, nah. 5 years. I just want to just have more money saved up. Definitely learn more skills.
Somebody getting shaved.
Okay, wait. Okay, restart.
All right.
5 years, J
Alright.
class.
So in 5 years, I want to see myself creating generational wealth, just being closer to my journey for that. Just like for my kids, my kids' kids.
How wealthy?
I want them to be wealthy enough, not to make their whole life like easy, but just make sure they're comfortable.
How comfortable?
Comfortable.
These are real questions.
Comfortable in enough where they still have that, that level like where they're still motivated to keep going further. Like I don't want to put them in the most comfortable position, but
how further?
Oh my god.
Oh, further.
It's making you think the game plan.
Damn. Yeah, I think the game plan, guys. How further?
Why do you look high?
That's a natural way. Because he's high on life, can't you see?
Yeah,
but anyways, I like that. That's pretty fair, and that is also I feel like something hard to.
It's hard to
balance
achieve, hard to balance too. But I'm thinking about. I feel like I'm thinking about the future far enough where it's not just my future; it's my kids' future, my kids' kids.
Your future's gone, bro. Your future's gone.
It is.
Once you had
that's where it starts.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
But that's where I see myself 5 years. I just want to be closer
good,
to my goals.
And we're gonna be there. We're gonna. You have to make us officially. You have to make me an official uncle, since I'm not blood related.
Remember,
related.
Yeah, it's like you said. Like once you sell, 10 houses, you mentioned you're helping me with one, right? I remember
No, you did. You did say it.
You
You
remember
said
that?
it. Yeah, no,
Yeah. I remember.
We all
I
get
mean,
houses.
you were a little bit on the tipsy side, but you don't do that anymore.
Yeah,
you don't drink
you
or.
don't drink.
I haven't
How
drank in like.
How about we talk about that now? So
Yeah, yeah.
congratulations on your 1 year
That's what I'm saying.
sobriety
Yes,
token.
bro.
1 year sobriety.
You know
man.
that annoys me. Let me just say, we were having like a lot of parties, but after, he got into a relationship. He's just never been the same anymore. Like he hasn't drink, he hasn't smoked. I'm not saying like you need to do these things,
Just
but
know he.
Hey, bro.
There was a time where JC was 19 and then in Camp Flogna.
wait, no. If I remember correctly,
We keep
JC didn't know because
we keep it this secret, but the Jollibee in K-Town of Los Angeles got clogged for 6 days.
We could talk about
J-Class
that.
used it,
No.
and we had to run out, and I had to drive away like Baby Driver.
We
It was
try.
crazy.
I could talk about
You're
this.
good.
yeah, dude. No, speak on it
Wait,
because
wait, check the angle. Are you kind of cut off here?
no, he's good.
Are you good?
It's good.
No, yeah,
I guess
speak
we're-
on it because in our perspective, like I kid you not, in our perspective, we were waiting for our food, right? And then I think you went ahead of us, so we were waiting for our food. We knew you went to the bathroom, and then all of a sudden, you called.
I was like, Jan, hurry up,
All
get
of a
out here.
sudden, you called Jan saying, "Bro, we need to get the fuck out. We need to get the
Like,
fuck
go,
out."
I just remember hearing, go, 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 go.
Bro, okay, let me backtrack this, alright? So this was I think 2019 or
2019.
2019
The year
Camp
Drake
Vlog.
got
Yeah.
booed.
Drake got booed off stage, right?
Mhm.
So during that week vacation, we ate at a Jollibee, the only Jollibee
In that
in the area, like what, LA, right?
Mm, yes.
K-Town.
K-Town,
Oh, it's
the only
K-Town.
Jollibee by K-Town. And I used the bathroom. There was like a family bathroom, right? And then I had to do the long one. I was holding it for a while, right? And little did I know the toilet wouldn't flush. And then there's someone waiting for me and outside the bathroom. And as I open the door, I see like 4 girls, like 3 to 4 girls waiting to use the bathroom. And I was like, dude, I couldn't flush. I didn't say anything. I saw my food was ready for a pickup, so I picked it up and I dipped hella fast.
Before we go forward there, what did the toilet look like as you were leaving?
Dude, the toilet, man, there's a crime scene in there. That's all I gotta say. I definitely marked my territory.
No. No, but you know what's crazier? In our perspective, we were literally in the front looking for our order the whole time, and then somehow you slipped by us. That shit makes no sense. I need to know how fast you were going.
That
Like,
depends.
dude, I've never seen a human being move that fast in my entire life.
I didn't even know there's a back exit until you took it.
I don't think I took the back exit. I took the
Because
front.
we did that.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure. I thought I took the front entrance. I exited through the front.
Whatever you
No,
did,
but I just dipped really fast, and
you disappeared.
man, I was calling Jan, and I was like, dude, like, hurry up, we gotta go now. Like,
Yeah.
I'm waiting
Oh
outside
my
the car,
God.
trying to open the door. Let me in the car. Let me in the
Just
car.
know I haven't seen him stressed out like that.
Dude,
I
like,
haven't.
dude, not only were those 4 girls waiting for the bathroom, they all go in together.
No.
They all go in together, and they're like, what?
Mm.
And I was like, bro, like, why are 4 girls going in the bathroom together? And I was like, man, that was just the worst timing for me.
That, I'll be crashing out.
Honestly, that's his least embarrassing moment from what I know.
But till this day, I'm not allowed in that Jollibee.
Mm.
Yes, there's a wanted poster for this man for the crime he committed.
Damn.
That was many tax dollars to fix.
Many tax dollars, yes.
Yeah.
Your tax dollars, as a matter of fact. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, not his, because he doesn't pay taxes.
Yeah, I don't pay taxes.
He got no money.
I have money now. I just showed my money. I got
Oh, my
$34.
bad.
$34. Yep.
My
Yep.
dried up socks and shit, man.
Damn.
Holes in them. You know what, JC? Let's talk about the laptop.
Yeah, let's talk about the laptop.
What am I?
I think your audience needs to learn. I know you're interviewing us. We're here, but we're gonna
Let's
be
talk.
here a lot of.
Let's talk about JC's laptop.
We're gonna be here a lot of times to
Are
fill in
you?
gaps where, for example, like I said, Michael B. Jordan was supposed to be here, so we're filling in the
Yes.
gap.
Yeah.
So, our episodes will be about funny stories of J class.
J class.
So we want to talk about the laptop.
The laptop. You know. The laptop.
The laptop. What am I? Oh.
He knows the.
He's
He
actually
knows the
sitting in the
laptop.
same position.
Yes.
Are you talking about the throne laptop?
Yes.
Garbage can plush.
Garbage
Bro,
can.
bro.
You can whisper.
Sorry,
if you
I guess
like.
we're dissecting this, right?
Is it okay to share it?
It's okay to share. I'm comfortable sharing.
Yes. Yes.
So, this was like when I was like, I think 18 or 19, one or the other. But this
You
is
was
such a
young.
long time ago. I'm already 26. I'm married and I have a kid.
Exactly.
But
Congratulations. Everybody give a round of applause. Honestly, he's rich in life. That's really good. That's what
Good
everybody.
parent
That's,
too. Good
not rich
parent
in
too.
money, but rich in life
Yes.
and family.
that's what everybody wants.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay,
That's why he
so
looks high all the time. He's high on life.
so
He
we're
knows
talking about the laptop. I'm not gonna drop names, but this was with some old flame, right? Old flame.
No
Mhm.
flame.
Yeah, and
really old.
she was sleeping one time, and I was using her laptop for school stuff. I was like trying to do school stuff, right? And I was like, you know what, like I got a little curious, you know. I mean, we all get those moments, and
Yes.
then I started
Yeah.
digging through her trash,
Dang. The trash?
The trash
Why
is
the
kind of
trash?
crazy though.
and
But I
I
understand,
find
I understand.
something that I never thought I would find.
What did you find?
I don't even say this. You guys know what I found.
What did you find?
Jen, can you tell them what I found? Because these guys know.
It is something that cannot be unseen.
Till this day, I remember every frame. I was kidding.
Every frame, he even said, what show was playing in the background?
Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby was playing in the background in this video.
No
And man, I remember it's crazy.
But I mean, obviously, they can put two to two together what you're talking about right now.
Exactly.
But I want you to at least make it a little bit more obvious with maybe just by like a sound. Or
It was an
sound
old
effect.
flame with her old flame. That's all I gotta say. Old flame with her old flame.
Can you give us do you remember the rhythm?
No, okay, I'm about to stray.
What
Can
you
you
mean,
show
dude?
him the... Can you explain your position? Because the laptop was on your lap, right?
So I was like this. I had the laptop on my lap, and I was like, "Oh shit!" Wait. I was watching it.
This is sad. This
This
is
is
really
sad,
sad.
yeah. He's crying.
Oh,
Just know he's crying right now.
Right.
Okay, look. So okay, like okay. Beside the bullshit, right? I was watching it, and I was like, "Where is Carlos's sock?"
No. Just for context to how crazy this guy is. This is why you don't mess with J Class. The video was 13 minutes long.
And I had to
How
watch
much-
and dissect every 13 minutes.
He watched the whole thing.
Yeah, but the laptop that they're referring to, I think the Throne laptop was different because I decided to dissect more. Like maybe like a couple weeks later, and I looked at some old Facebook messages. Yeah.
No way. I didn't know about this.
What's this one about?
We're talking about something else.
Oh, no, we're talking about
Oh,
the,
the
the
same
movie,
one.
the
Okay.
movie theater
Yeah.
laptop.
All right. So
So
this.
there's more lore.
There's more lore to
Yeah.
it.
So that lore.
Wow.
So that lore is when I found messages being distributed, you know, person to person, individual to another individual, and it was not something that was supposed to be happening at the time. But yeah.
So anyways, you finished the video.
Mhm.
You're angry, of course. So what do?
Furious.
Furious.
I'm furious, and then you know, at the time I was like young, so I was like, I mean, obviously if that happened to me now, it's different, but at the time I was young, so I was furious, I was angry. I gave a bit of the silent treatment. I didn't really talk about it. I didn't communicate at the time, and I was like, damn. It's just something memorable. It's something funny encounterment. Well, now it's something to laugh about, but at the time it was like, damn, bro, like it's crazy.
That is crazy. I can't imagine that.
I couldn't
That's like
find Carlos's sock.
Regular Daily City News.
Regular Daily City News is
Mhm.
crazy.
I was you know, going through some tough times that year.
That is tough though.
Yeah,
I'm not
I
gonna
lost a
lie.
lot
That's
of
really
not just that relation. I lost a lot of friends. Like I had different friends in that time, but I was definitely a different person. And man, like just looking at myself now is just like, damn, that growth is real. You know.
No, 100%.
Yeah.
I can see it.
Brain development.
Yes.
That's-
Brain development. My
All of us, 25 years old.
yeah, my
Yeah.
prefrontal cortex
Front-
is now fully developed.
Yep.
So
Exactly.
Yeah.
I was gonna mention that.
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted like the viewers to know that I knew about the frontal lobe.
Oh, the prefrontal
yeah,
cortex.
you knew too. You knew too, guys, not just me.
Can you tell me what that's in charge of?
I would dissect it a little bit more, but at the moment, I've been talking a little bit long. You know, my voice just strains
okay.
a little bit too
Yeah,
much. You know,
yeah, no worries, no worries. That's good.
Okay.
But that was a really sad story.
Yeah. Well, it's not sad right now, but like it's
funny.
It's whatever. Yeah, it's funny. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny.
Okay, hold on. Okay, we're gonna pause that one. All right, I actually got a funny topic. I'm just gonna play as the host right now.
Oh, okay.
So talking back to the past, right? There's a lot of things that we've grown from, but I think a funny topic would be, what were some things that you thought were cool that weren't cool? And I want to talk about. How about I'll start it off with fashion.
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 Oh my God.
Like
Damn.
Honestly, you know, growing up, I didn't really have fashion. Pretty broke. So I would wear like the same pair of jeans like the whole school week. And they're really tight. You know, I was a fan
tight
of,
as in literal or?
no, like yeah, I
Figurative.
was a fan of skinny jeans at that time.
But that was
And
trending.
that was trending at the
Mhm.
time, but like the thing is, like I would like low key, since I overgrew my jeans when I was having growth spurts, I couldn't fit them anymore. So each time I grew like an inch, I would literally drag it down to like a little bit lower to match my growth. So it looked like I'm sagging.
Okay.
I didn't sag because it was in style, but I sagged because I couldn't afford any more jeans. So I couldn't fit it, you know. So that's mine. And then I would wear the same sweater. I just wear the same clothes. Honestly, that was my style.
Okay.
Yeah.
My style is just reusing the same fit.
Using the same fit.
And I think that's fine. Even now, I still do it.
But you got hella clothes. I mean,
I do
apparently you got
I do actually have hella clothes, but you know, something about comfortability. I like to be comfortable at all times.
That's true.
So you know,
That's a new fashion now, I feel like.
it is yeah.
Very
I could
comfortable.
dress better. Maybe it might help me not become celibate anymore. But you know, I do like my me time. So, but that's enough about my fashion. I mean, I really have. Besides wearing the same clothes, I really like the. I don't know. I think that was a fashion, but it would be like a skateboard, like a skater brand sweater.
Okay.
Yeah.
So are you like into like that Neff type stuff, like zoomies, like?
Yeah, low
That
key.
scene? Oh, okay.
My brand was Voloco.
Oh, okay, yeah, I'm familiar.
well,
That's
I
the
think
one
that's
that's
how
like
you
it's kind of like
You
a
mean
diamond or
Volcom?
something, right?
Voloco.
Volcom.
It's been so long. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I don't know.
But
But you know the
business.
skater brand.
Yeah,
Yeah.
or like
yeah.
surfer.
Or whatever it was.
Yeah.
It was
That
like
was a
It
surfer
looked like
guy.
a diamond, low key,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah, I think I wore that too.
Mm.
Yeah, that was my shit. I remember wearing the same fuck. Anyways, go ahead. That's mine.
Dang.
It's not really.
No, I mean,
Yeah.
same with me. Like, I was actually in the mall the other day and seeing like Aeropostale, Hollister, and all these stores like closed down. I was just like, damn. I was like, well, we all used to wear in middle school or something.
Yeah.
Or Zoomies, of course. But
Mm.
the DC with the shoes being hella big.
Yeah, the
Okay.
DCs. Yeah.
But are you talking about your fashion from high school?
Yeah, I'm just talking about like,
I
just
just
growing
like-
up in general.
Okay.
Probably middle school, early
Bro,
high
like
school.
I'm not gonna lie, like I feel
about
like
yours?
early 6th grade, my mom would pick out my clothes.
Mm.
So most of my shit were from like children's place.
Or Gap, bro.
Gap, bro.
Gap.
I was getting roasted wearing Gap in middle
Les,
school.
Hey,
Hey,
Les.
Les.
No,
Shoot,
Gap,
man.
children's place, like, bro, like, nah, bro, that wasn't it for me. But in high school, I was a little bit in my head when it came to fashion. You know, like I feel like I was really into that designer
No, yeah,
scene.
we have videos.
We saw it.
We
Yeah,
saw it,
they
bro.
probably have videos when
This
we were
guy,
younger.
you gotta understand, this guy's a whole different person. If you look up high school JC, you probably won't find it anywhere on the interweb. But we have it right here.
Exactly.
Yo.
We could send some
We
of our
could send
favorite
some-
photos
we
and
could
he could
add-
post it in this video.
But
Yeah,
he looked
but-
like a whole. He looked ignorant.
I look ignorant, bro.
Like
I had
he was
the.
like a ABB. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
I
we-
was.
Before that was a term.
Before that was a term.
He got a tattoo At 17 years old.
Nice.
100%.
I wasn't
Maybe
17.
even younger. Maybe like 16 and a half.
I
think
wish,
was-
but I was 18.
I think he was born with a tattoo. if I'm
He
not-
was born with a tattoo.
Yeah, it's just a
True
birthmark.
Religion was his middle name. Ripped
Oh
jeans.
man,
That
when I
was-
was in high school, man, True Religion.
Okay, think about it like this. He dressed up like he was born in London. Like, you know what I'm saying? He was born in the UK. Like track suits, very
Puffy.
puffers, always can't miss a puffer.
Bright red.
Bright
Not
red.
affiliated though.
Yes.
Just
Yeah.
like the color.
Damn, yeah, like True Religion, MCM backpack, like all
MCM
that
backpack.
stuff. Like, you know, that was the trend in my high school. Well, damn, it's crazy. Like, obviously, I don't dress up like that anymore. I like to invest my money into important matters. You know,
That's
I
true,
feel I feel like people that do dress like that, especially kids, you know, they want to flex that they have money. And, you know, I was like that back then. Blah, blah. Like, as you get older, you realize
How many
that
MCM backpacks did you have?
I had 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
How much did it cost?
At the time, man, it was like 800.
How old
For
were
one
you at
bag.
the time? That's the
You're
real question.
lying.
I was grinding, bro.
Talk
Actually,
about how old
Yeah.
were you when you got those 3 MCM
I was
backpacks?
like 19, 18. I just graduated.
Just know he barely wear them too.
Yeah, I ended up selling them now. Like, I don't have those anymore, but I barely wore them. I feel like stuff like that, you're going to get robbed anyways, you know? Like, I have, not my stories, but I've seen people get robbed for stuff like that. But, yeah, like I said, like, I like to invest my money in other matters.
do you
know?
have a story?
A story? Ooh, that time I got robbed?
He's been robbed though.
Yeah, I've been robbed before. 2017, I think. It was 2017. There's a whole article about it in the San Mateo article online, but
Wait,
I was
actually, you're
robbed.
famous?
Well, it doesn't say my name, but I was robbed, and it was like, dang, bro, like, it's crazy. And I was also with one of my ex best friend at the time, right? And then it's like, damn, bro, like, it's crazy, you know. And then
How did you feel at the moment?
I wasn't really thinking because this guy was really trying to just take my phone, and
Oh,
then
you wanted your phone.
and
Like
I
your-
was trying to get it back,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
This guy was like, "Oh, I want to make a phone call."
Just to know the age of this or the time of this year, what iPhone was it?
I think it was the iPhone X, bro. That's how long ago it was. It was the iPhone X, and like he wanted to take it. He's like, "Thank you." He started like, so this guy was like, "Oh, I'm gonna make a phone call. Can I borrow your phone?" I was like, "Sure, I'm nice." Like, me being a nice guy, I give him my phone, and then he starts walking away. He's like, "Thanks, bro." And I was like, "Where the hell you going?" It's like, "Oh, like it's mine now." I was like, "No, it's not, bro. Give me my phone back." And then this guy pulls out the Glock, right? And then like, and this isn't, I'm not gonna say which mall. I don't want to like say that, but it was in a parking garage in the mall, right? And I was like, and then my ex-best friend was like, you know, getting on him too until he pulled out that gun. And then I was still getting on him because I really kind of ignored it. I wasn't thinking about my life at the time. I was thinking about my phone. And then I was like, and then my ex-friend was like, bro, just chill, bro. Like he's strapped up. And I was like, I don't care, bro. I want my phone back. And then,
what were you hiding in that phone?
What was in the phone?
That you know.
That important.
I wasn't
How
saying I
about
was
that
hiding
one?
anything. I feel like when it comes to our phones, like, bro, we got a lot of personal stuff in there. Like, if you were to
How
log
personal are we talking about here?
well,
How wild then were you back in the day?
I wasn't as wild as I was in my 20s. That's for sure. So I wasn't.
Was
The
this
wildest
during the
kid.
time you would have the fidget spinner videos?
Yeah,
Hey,
this
I'm gonna
was.
send this. I'm gonna
That
send this. He's
was
gonna
during
put
the
it in this
time
video.
I had the fidget spinner videos. I think
Yeah.
he's referring to the one I had on my nose.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was like, bro.
How about the thumbs up?
Oh no, that's an inside joke. We don't. That's a different story. But that's not something to be shared. But, yeah, he tried taking my phone and then like,
Does anybody still have the thumbs up?
maybe Robert.
I think
Probably somewhere
Yeah.
deep, somewhere
No.
deep in the archives. is there.
100%. He brings it out every time he's drunk.
Really?
yeah.
No way.
He kind of does, low key.
Um,
Anyways, so you felt like you didn't care about your life at them, or you ignored.
I
the
wasn't.
fact
I
that
wasn't
there was
thinking
danger in
about.
front of
Yeah,
you.
I wasn't thinking about the fact there was danger. I just wanted my phone. And this guy wasn't alone. He had his friends in his car too, and they came out, and there was like these big dudes, right? And it was like, and actually we had a mutual friend at the time, and obviously we're not friends anymore. I don't associate with people like that anymore, right? So, those kind of people were like kind of the ones like similar to my friend group. And he ended up getting caught. They raided his house that night. Because the managers decided they saw what happened and they called the police. And I was like,
What do you mean the managers?
like they were walking in the garage and they saw what was going on. They ended up calling the police and I was like,
Oh, like on you guys?
no, on them. And it's like, cause we were At the time, I was ignorant. Me and my ex friend, we were gonna retaliate. Like we weren't even gonna call the cops. We were gonna show up. We knew where he lived at the time because this guy that robbed me. I'm not gonna say his name, but we went to high school at the time together. Right, this wasn't some stranger, but he ended up going to a secondary high school mid-year. Well, and then so we knew his information already. But then it wasn't our decision to like call the police. But I think it was a good move because if we did retaliate, then maybe I wouldn't have been here by now.
That's true.
Yeah.
No
And
more
then, like,
real estate.
Yeah.
Over an X.
over an
Over
iPhone
an
X.
iPhone X.
iPhone X.
Yeah. Not over it.
Not over an X, over an
X.
iPhone X.
iPhone X.
It was like, I was like, damn. I was like, dude, I could have like lost my life that day. And actually, I kid you not, when my mom found out about this, it's a crazy story, because she was trying to put my little brother to take a nap, because he would have his like midday naps, and he couldn't sleep. And then my mom just started thinking about me during that event, and then she was like she just had like these thoughts like, oh, like I'm in danger. Like she just had that motherly instinct. And then she was like, when she found out, she was like, that's crazy, because like she had this feeling that something was wrong. Yeah, she had this feeling that something was wrong. And then she told me about it, and my dad, and I was like, it's crazy. Like she just naturally knew there was something going on with me, at the time, and I was in danger.
Right.
So she had the spider senses, bro. It's crazy.
Dude, there's a lot of instances where like I hear stories of that.
Yeah, it's crazy. And then I remember like we ended up going to court. This guy got locked up for like half a year. I ended up like, so this guy didn't take my phone during that robbery. He ended up taking the money in my wallet. So I kind of compromised. Hey, bro, like I need my phone back. You can take the money in my wallet instead. Please just give me my phone. And it was like $60, bro. $60. So this guy got after we like went to court. This was like a week after like they got him, and then I ended up getting my money back from him, but it took months. But and then some. I said, hey, there are more damages, bro. Like I wanted to make the most out of this, so I was like, I got mental damage, bro. Like this guy was like, I got nightmares, like it's like, so I ended up getting like $400.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's not all at once. Like this guy was like paying me, and I don't know how they do it in prison. This guy was in prison. Yeah,
right.
Yeah, it wasn't jail. It was a prison, and then like he started like kind of giving me back my money slowly, and then after he got released, I talked to the county. I was like, hey, bro, I need a restraining order on this guy, and like obviously that's gone now, and this guy's been gone. This guy's been released for years. Like obviously we don't even talk to each other, associate with each other. Like he knows better now, and yeah, so I did have a restraining order. That's the first time I even had something like that. It's crazy.
No. That's crazy when you told us.
Mm-hmm. But yeah. But that was like a long time ago.
Wait, I just realized this original. Oh yeah. Okay, we're gonna have
It's
to
all good. No, we can keep
I was
going.
like, I just realized that we're talking about something else, and it led to this whole story.
What were we talking about?
That's just
Clothes.
a story. Clothes. No, well, because I think I was talking about designers.
Yeah.
And then I feel like when designers, I think he asked if there's stories, and it's like, it kind of reminded me of when I got robbed. People get robbed for stuff like that,
That's
and
true.
like if you look at really wealthy people, like Bill Gates, like they don't dress all that designer stuff. They dress normal, right? And I feel like,
but I know their fabric's rich.
their fabric's
Their
expensive.
fabric's rich, yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, it's not about the clothes you wear. Wait, we didn't go for yours. Like, so how about your fashion?
We did.
No, we talked about yours. He asked the question.
I'd say my fashion is like, I would just stick to wearing the same stuff back then.
Yeah, my
But
fashion.
what were the trends like during our time growing up?
The
Yeah, like
trends
those
were
bracelets.
the trends were literally the bracelets, the Nike Elite socks,
Oh,
the
man.
basketball shoes, the Nike shorts,
The hyper dunks.
Hyper Dunks.
Damn.
What else? Honestly, anything hypebeast
That's
growing
true.
up.
Oh,
And
the
now I can,
lanyards
yeah,
or
lanyards.
snapbacks.
Yeah,
too? I mean, it's
snapbacks.
still in fashion.
Snapback, yeah, still in fashion, but back then definitely.
Flat brim.
Lap brim. What else? I don't know. I'm trying to think. I think that was basically the main ones. It was just a bunch of rich shit, man. And
Alright,
I couldn't afford it,
Let's go dark, bro. I want some.
Dude, this-
How dark?
I mean, like some scary questions, bro. Like I want to know some
Here, okay. Sit.
memorable
Oh,
nightmares. What are some memorable nightmares you've had?
Memorable
Something that you just
nightmares.
don't forget.
When I had a dream where I knew I was in a dream.
Mm-hmm.
Have you guys ever had that?
Yeah. I've had dreams where like, oh, I'm in the middle. I'm like, oh shit, I'm dreaming. This is not real.
Yeah, my dream, but the one that I'm dreaming about, I was just stuck in a white room, and I couldn't. I knew it was a dream. Obviously, you try to wake yourself up, but you couldn't. That was pretty memorable. Definitely some. I remember dying sometimes. What else? There was a time where I was choked, and then I woke up, like if I was choking, like you know what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
So like it went through. You know the spatial realm, and then it felt like the physical realm.
Damn.
Where were you living at the time?
I was living with my auntie, and then my old flame was right next to me at the time.
Do you think she might have been
Choking you in your sleep?
It could have been possible.
And then you woke up.
It could have been. See,
that's crazy.
I think about it. No, because I kid you not. Like I woke up and I was like, like, what the fuck is going on?
What
like, I couldn't breathe.
Did she snore?
Did I snore?
No. Did your old flame snore at the time?
Snore?
Like, can you kind of indicate that she was actually sleeping?
No, she woke up.
What if she had
a
comical snore?
She woke up. Like how we talking?
Like what's the rhythm like?
like Looney Tunes. That's so fucking shit. No, yeah, but I did feel like I was getting in my dream, like a black figure was choking me like a ghost or whatever the fuck it was, and then I woke up like obviously getting choked, and I was like, what the fuck? And then my old flame, she woke up at the same time, kind of at the same time. So it makes me think. I mean, it's a good possibility. Answers the questions, but to debunk it, she was all the way turned around. Stupid ass wasn't fucking cuddling me. But it is what it is. I think it might have been summer, so I'll give it the exception. I'm a clean guy. I can't help it. But that's my dark experiences.
Yeah.
So that's your most memorable nightmare experience, you'd say? You were in a white room?
I was in a white room. I got choked.
What if
I fell off a cliff.
What if you weren't in the white room? You were in your sock.
Oh, you're living your cell life.
Bro, leave the sock alone. That shit was like 30 minutes ago.
Dude, I bet
that was like an hour ago.
The cashier probably wish they kept that sock alone.
That sock, bro, just leave the sock alone, man. That thing's all old and crusty, alright? We don't have to talk about it.
Oh my god. How about you, Jen? Do you have any like memorable nightmares?
I'm sure I have a lot, but maybe something similar. Like I have one getting chased by like a green figure, but it wasn't a white room. It was just all black. But for some reason,
crazy.
For some reason, like there's still like floors and stuff. You just couldn't see it, but like you'd land.
Okay.
Sometimes it's like I never knew it, but I was just running. That was a while ago, but that one was scary.
Okay.
Of course, the random nightmares where it's like my car getting robbed. It must be a Bay Area thing.
Like, that's a San Francisco thing, bro.
My wheels, my cat, like everything graffitied on, and then I wake up and like
that's a Bay Area thing
felt
for
so
sure.
real.
That's scary. That's really scary.
You know that's funny because there was a point that my wheels were stolen.
It
wasn't a dream, bro.
On top of it, you posted it, and people roasted you.
You got roasted.
Funniest comment, someone said they did you a favor.
Bro, okay, like we're gonna backtrack to that, but my wheels got stolen. I was going to work. That's when I worked a different job, right? And I was like, dude, my wheels are gone. I was like,
just one.
And then I made a TikTok about it, and yeah, like you said, I was getting roasted on the comments. They were like,
he was looking for sympathy.
Dude, they were like, this guy did you a favor. Those wheels are ugly. Bro,
First
mistake was buying that car. It's like, bro,
these are the stock Civic wheels.
And I was like, well, backtrack to that. Okay, so that's your nightmare, right?
I had that. A lot of dreams where I woke up in the dream only to figure out I was still in a dream, so I was shook because I'll get killed. Craziest one though, I remember getting stabbed in a dream, running away, and the fire department put the thing out to catch me. I was like, dude, I got knives on me. If I jump there, I'm gonna kill myself. What else? But no, yeah, just a lot of. I think nothing like super crazy or seeing crazy stuff.
Okay.
But what is it? Yeah, I think the most scariest ones are just like the ones that feel like they're real.
Yeah.
Other than that, these ones aren't scary, but I do have a lot of dreams where it's like a reoccurring place, which is interesting.
Yeah,
I definitely have some of those for sure.
It's just familiar.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like I dreamt this like over and over again. Go ahead.
I feel like for me, I've had like a couple good nightmares. Damn, bro, like the real one is where Old Flame was chasing me, like where I was trying to run away from her. It's like it was toxic.
Actually,
Yeah.
it
And,
must have been a D.
yeah, but
No,
Probably.
like the
Yeah.
you know.
yeah, but I guess another like frequent nightmare I had when I was young was like like Chucky like chasing me.
Really?
Yeah, like Chucky chasing me, that little midget, you know what I'm saying? Was like, I was like, bro. And then like, when I have these nightmares of me running, like I'm running and then I'm not moving at all. You know what I mean? You guys ever have that?
Yeah.
You guys ever have that?
you
Like,
can't escape.
like you're running from a monster, like you're trying to run, but you're in the same place. And I was like, what the hell? Like I've had those, and then I guess a nightmare that's memorable to me that I've had before, and it was frequent. It's not like I had it once, but like at least like a good couple times. And it was spaced out. This was like maybe like once or twice a year, but it's like just a feeling of non-existing. Like I would just see this black hole. Like I'm not even like anything. Like I'm seeing a black hole, and like it's like getting filled up with like something.
Okay, elaborate a bit more.
Sorry.
It's getting filled up with something.
Yeah.
Black
Like
hole's getting
it's
filled up with something.
it's like a black hole. Like it's just a black abyss or something, and like just like a little scene in that nightmare where, well, I call it a nightmare because like I just felt some sort of discomfort. I wasn't scared, but it was very discomforting. Like I was like, I don't know. It's the same feeling to know that you're kind of like locked in a coffin and you're still alive.
Oh,
You know what I mean? That's the kind of feeling I had having those dreams.
Yeah.
Like,
Have you ever experienced that?
no, I never experienced getting locked in the
wow.
coffin, but I could imagine like
Not too common.
like being buried alive is like, and you're just stuck. That's exactly what it felt in this dream.
Okay.
Yeah, but there's a little cutscene with like,
Cutscene.
yeah, there's like a cutscene in this dream where there's like a lemonade, like just a cup of lemonade. Like, yeah, like it's weird.
Is that your
It's weird.
go-to drink?
It's not my
Random
go-to
side-
drink, but it's just part of that dream that I've had before.
Is this like your ex's favorite drink or something?
No.
Maybe it's a sign that says that when life gives you lemons.
Oh,
Like, it might be.
it could be,
Might
yeah,
have-
Like,
some
look at
meaning
you
to it.
now.
yeah.
Like,
It could be
let's think
something.
about it. A cup, a lemonade cup in a black abyss.
Yeah.
Black and yellow.
Wiz Khalifa?
Maybe.
Maybe.
I don't know,
know.
but this dream always stuck out to me because this is the dream where I felt the most discomfort. And when I would wake up, I would be like, I don't ever want to have that dream again. I don't ever want to feel that.
You did.
Well, I did before, but it's random. I wouldn't even see it coming. Like,
Okay,
it's streaming out of nowhere. It's a random night.
When you wake up, would you kind of be like mad? Like, man.
I wouldn't be mad. I would just be.
Man.
I've had those. Yes.
You have to do that motion.
But
yeah.
good dreams though. But good dreams.
Good dreams. He
Yeah.
got
But
caught
the
up in the
story-
middle of
Yeah.
something
I'm
good.
like,
Like the story's just getting good. And I was,
But yeah, that nightmare is something that always stuck out to me, and like I'm like, damn, I just don't ever want to feel that again. Like I would wake up, my heart's racing for some reason. I'd be like scared. I'd be like anxious when I woke up after that. I was like, damn, like I'm so glad. Like I feel like if you were to like die or something, and then you just that's like how like the idea of non-existing. Let's say like you're non-existing, but there's a part of you that's aware of it. Like a little part, you know what I mean? Like something's wrong. It's kind of like the sunken place. You know what I mean? Like you're stuck in the sunken place. You know?
Right.
So
no, I know
like,
exactly what you're saying.
Right.
I think this is the sunken place.
Mhm.
If I'm being honest, I
It's
mean we're just stuck here, bro. We can't go anywhere. If I'm serious. Like, what the fuck are we?
Yeah.
If we step out of this room
No,
right
no,
now,
I'm not-
it's unrendered.
I'm not done talking. What are we? What are we doing?
What are we doing?
I could kill you right now.
Whoa.
I could kill you right now. I could kill everybody in this fucking room. And none of it would matter if I die. It wouldn't. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I could kill you, JC. And then I kill myself.
Oh.
This is
Why
not
would
a
it-
dream.
why
This
would
is
it-
not a dream.
Why would it
gonna
matter?
That's not a dream.
Because after you're dead, nothing matters anymore.
Exactly. Why is it my responsibility?
Because you're not there to face the aftermath. You're
Exactly.
dead. I see what
So
you
how
mean.
about we just all... Yes. Yes. Oh, yes. Finally, you understand what I'm saying. We can do whatever we want. Oh my god, I'm glad. Oh my god, I'm glad you understand. I'm so happy. I know. Okay. Good. Ken is recording. Okay, sorry, we're having technical difficulties. Oh, now we're back. Now tell your story again, Jen. I want to hear it again. What were you saying about your situation? Right. Yes.